Welcome to ECTC 2026. Delighted to be joined by Juan Rango from PARMI.
Hello, Trevor. How are you?
I am great. And normally we meet each other up at sandwich. Of course, PARMI has got a well-known secret out of fear because I'm used time here. These poor machines.
That is
Current in the semiconductor space.
That's absolutely right.
So let's get the benefit of all these. Go through it. Just run through. Start on the exceed.
Yes. So, as you know, PARMI, and I call it the best kept secret because a lot of people don't know, but PARMI, with their laser technology, has done a great job in the SMT movement. So they took that to go into the packaging, and we basically repackaged the Exceed, and we call it Exceed Micro, with just a higher resolution of 3.5, 4 micron as opposed to 10 to 14, which is the SMT. And then from that platform, they went ahead and changed the beam to a granite beam, and that was called Intellia.
So that would be presumably for refrigerators,
Absolutely.
slightly even smaller.
Well, it dampens a lot any vibration, although we have very little because of when we scan it, it's a very constant, slow speed. So we've had customers that have been buying the micro that we kind of developed the Intellion for them, and they said, "Oh, no, the micro's plenty good." So,
But I mean, where did you see the industry going? I mean, it's currently going down to space. In fact, some is going to.
absolutely, and that's what we see. So, for example, again, we started with the packaging because if we start on SMT, the packaging for us was kind of the middle ground between SMT and semiconductor. So then, once we got into Intellion, which that also works for a thick wire, but not really thick. And we call it thick because the Pression is thin wire, 0.6 length.
Now, when you say thin wire, so you were getting this for specific wire bond.
The Pression is specifically for wire bonding, but not only do we inspect the wire, we inspect also the wafer that the wire adheres to, so we can check the bond, but also, let's just say,
Strength.
we can't measure strength, but if it's within the spec, but also that the wires are not tangled and
Well, the wire shape. Because the wire shape is very.
and height and length and the entire thing. Yes.
So that the Pression has been dedicated to
Wire bonding. So we market that one as our wire bonding solution. And then the fourth one, which is brand new, it's under joint development and joint evaluation with some key customers in Asia. We call RTM, and that is wafer. So we inspect the wafer, we inspect the bonds, we inspect everything that has to do with the wafer.
right. I was really interested because I mean the way that the test industry, the inspection industry,
the UV to try and find the defects or therefore
the other motions.
That's absolutely right. And what we're hearing from customers is that the key customers, and I'm not going to put any names on, what they're frustrated is that they pay for the whole wafer, the good and the bad. And one of the things that we also found out is that in the semicon industry, that market does more sampling or monitoring, as they call it. But because we come from the SMT world and we have to inspect the whole thing, so we do 100%. And that's where we feel is the added value that we bring to the market and integrated with our AI engine that has taken the SMT world by storm. We have applied that into the wire bonding and the wafer. So
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, because and you wonder why you would be doing a side ball. It's such expensive. I mean, it's great.
no, can you imagine the guy that's paying what they pay for the wafer to, oh, here's 20% bad and pay me.
I know. It's a strange world.
But they've got, and like you, I don't understand how it's lasted that long. To me, it has to do with the technology that was available back then, that they were not able to either report or do something to identify the ones that were not good. Where now the technology, you and I've been here a year or two, and we've seen how the technology has changed.
Yes.
We appreciate it more than the younger kids.
That's true. That's good to be compared to what we used to do. But no, it's fantastic. So it's great to see that PARMI as a company is obviously very heavily invested in the security, which does. Is that an ongoing process? Or are you? I mean, I know you're part-time schools. Have you gone around that?
Oh, absolutely do. And at our booth, number 153, we have a presentation that gives you a little bit of the roadmap and additional information. But it's something that we're already looking at staffing because, this has a very long sales cycle and it requires a little more of a test drive, when they're investing that kind of money.
The machines are slightly more expensive than this.
Just slightly. Yeah, so it's a thing that we feel very confident that the adaptation of our technology into this market is going to revolutionize opportunities for us, just like the AI is doing for the SMT. I've been out every week since Apex because, we had customers that brought their boards, and the ones that didn't bring their board, oh, wait a minute, I want you to do AI on my board. And it's like constant follow-ups, and they're going, oh, wow.
From the fact that you
Well, we've adopted it to the faculty, but at Apex was SMT.
Yes.
That is, and then a lot of it are Department of War. And what they're saying is, my God, we never asked them about wire bonding and wafer because we didn't have a dog in that fight, right? And now that we've created good relationships and positive experiences for them with our solutions, and now here's another project. So we go into a meeting where we're going to meet one guy, and we ended up meeting 4 guys, 4 different projects in different stages in their manufacturing needs.
Right.
So it's we're opening up a Pandora's box. It has been fun.
Wow. It's really exciting times.
It is.
Man, it's always great to see good things happening. You're like very fine, and I'm delighted for you set up. So, wish you every success we have.
Thank you very much, Trevor.
Thank you.
And see you soon.
Yes. Maybe Semicon West. Can you be doing?
Semicon West, we're doing that one. Is that the next one? I've lost track.
No. I mean, you could on the SMT side of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. So, well, I'll see you there too.
Okay.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Right.